What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? We in this thing one time for the one time. Y'all know how we do, man. Let's see. Instagram. Let's go live. Let's talk about it. Instagram. Let's go live. It's about to get real, y'all. There we go. Instagram acting a little crazy today. Let me make sure everything is live. Y'all tap in with me on YouTube. It's Chosen One Jackpot. Let me see. Let me make sure y'all get this link, man. Get in there, tap in with me. Some of these lives will not be on Facebook or Instagram. They will only be on YouTube. So y'all need to get on that thing, y'all. That's the channel. Whoa, that's the channel. Tap in with me, y'all. Tap in with me. If you're not tapped in with me, tap in with me ASAP. So what we on, y'all. So I need y'all to weigh in, man. So basically, this morning we woke up to Donald Trump a little upset about Joe Biden pardon Hunter Biden. And this was crazy to me because Trump is like, look, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. He literally feel like he is the only person that can do whatever he want to do. So Trump has literally made it to where the law means nothing, right? He's made it to where the law means nothing. He's made it to where he can do whatever he want to do. He said he's gonna pardon the people from January 6th. Like he's gonna pardon those people. All kind of things happen on January 6th. Whether it was his fault or not, that's beyond the argument. The fact of the matter is a lot of stuff happened on January 6th and people were hurt, injured, somebody died. Like it's literally like you can't get around that. Whether it's his fault or anybody else's fault, you can't get around that. And this is the same guy who said it was good people on both sides of a racial tension, a racial war, basically, a whole racial situation. It was good people on both sides where somebody was mowed down, right? And I don't deny that there's good people on both sides because in anything, there's good people on both sides, no matter what, right? No matter what happens, there's good people on both sides. Now, if you are somebody that is, if you walk into a school, right? Let's say it's a group of guys, they walk into a school and they shoot the school up. Boom. It's literally that group of guys, we're not going to get on the news and say, hey, there's good people on both sides. Like, is this impossible, right? But this is something that Trump did, right? Most definitely. Politics as usual. What's up, J1? So all I'm saying is Trump is saying that Joe Biden pardon Hunter Biden is basically a travesty to our country. He's this dog. This is crazy. So I'm not the biggest political person. The Trump seasons kind of get me because it's literally like a hot and cold thing, which is good. I feel like Trump is doing a great job marketing himself. He is catering to his audience. He don't care what you feel, how you feel about it, and he's unapologetic about it. And I feel like that is something that most people are afraid to do. They're afraid to say, this is my core audience, and if you're not in here, you won't agree with this. And so what? So I love Trump for that. Like I love the fact that he is him unapologetically. And the fact that he says he's going to let some of those people out from the January 6th insurrection. I am not surprised at that. It's what you do when you do what you do. But for him to respond in the manner that he's responding in to Hunter Biden being pardoned is crazy to me. This is this man's son. You've used the law to do whatever you wanted to do with it. And you don't think that this man is going to pardon his son on the way out the door. This is crazy. So a lot of this is the reason why I don't rock with Trump. It has nothing to do with the policies and listen, bro. I care less. I'm saying as a person, he's not my type of person. Even if I disagree with that, I would have never made a public comment stating that I disagree with that because of what I do on my end. I would have never done that. I would have never said, "Oh, our country is," I would have never done that, right? So who am I to say that I'm okay with him doing that? I'm okay. Like, why would I do that? You've won the election twice, so the elections wasn't rigged when you won. But as soon as somebody else wins, the elections are rigged. It's all rigged. It's all a joke. Like, it's crazy to me, and people don't understand why I'm like, "Lord, I just don't like dude character, right? I just don't like dude character. So at the end of the day, it's not up to me to decide that. We've already decided that this is our president. And it's crazy that people feel like he has a right to be angry. Why? He's done this to people that were a lot less close to him. This is this man's son. Why wouldn't he let his son out? Why wouldn't he get his son out? Especially after you've shown that who cares, right? After you've shown that you can do whatever you want to do and people use the same laws and the same thing you do and you, oh my god, he's stacking the courts, he's doing it the same thing that you do, the same things that you do. Why are you crying about it? Right, man up. He doing the same things that you do. And it's just crazy to me, right? So when I got reading about it, I did do my research. I did a little bit of research, and I won't say that Hunter Biden was innocent, right? Not at all. I don't feel like Hunter Biden was innocent, but I do feel like his arrest was politically motivated. So, same thing, make you laugh, make you cry. Y'all did what y'all wanted to do, and then his daddy did what he wanted to do. It's his dad, right? So you've seen Trump do this for people that were his lawyers, his friends, whatever. People that say they'll vote for him. He's done pardons for a lot less, right? So it's just the way that people are learning to use the law, and he hates it. So what people don't realize is that Trump is only in office for 4 years, right? He's only in the office for 4 years. So if he is in there for 4 years and he go in there and he do whatever he want to do, he tear up the rule books and do whatever he pleases, right? The people that come in after that showing of strength, the people that come in after that, whether it's Republican, whether it's Democrat, whether it's an independent, they're going to do a lot worse because now we've seen that we can do whatever we want to do in here, right? And that's what people are complaining about. So let's say that Trump wanting to get, they calling it reparations, but basically what it is Trump feels like the DEI is unfair to a certain class of people, right? And the DEI is the diversity, equity, and inclusion or whatever. So basically what diversity, equity, and inclusion is that the America is not equal, right? It's just saying that America is not equal. So we're going to put some things in place to help the people that America is usually against. So that's usually African Americans, women, other types of minorities. And Trump feels as if this is unfair to a different class of people who have always been elite. Basically, is what he's saying. The people that have always had their way need extra protection. This is the type of stuff that people voted for. The people who have always been in control need extra attention and protection, right? This is what he's saying. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is terrible for only maybe one class of people, right? Maybe, maybe it may be some speckles here and there of other people who may have been a little discriminated against, but for the most part, what Trump is implying is that white people are being treated unfairly due to diversity, equity, and inclusion laws, right? And Forget the fact that we have not received all of our rights and we have not received equal treatment in a lot of spaces. And that is not just saying black males, but I'm also a felon, right? And I have been treated unfairly due to my felon status, right? And I have been treated unfair due to the color of my skin, or I have been treated unfair due to where I grew up and whatever circumstances I've been in. I have been mistreated for a multitude of reasons. And I should forget the fact that I had a different starting point than somebody, let's say a Donald Trump, right? Your starting point is different than mine. And I may need a little help in the system due to the fact that you have set the system up against me, right? So I may need a little more help. It's not to say that it's unfair. It's literally the way that the system works. It is the system trying to right its wrongs. And just like anything else, DEI can be used terribly wrong. The same way the war on drugs ended up terribly wrong. It had a good concept to it. Oh, the war on drugs. We don't need all our friends and family addicted to drugs. That sound good until you start using these laws against blacks to lock them up 100 to 1. If you don't know what the 100 to 1 law is, it's stating that cocaine is treated as one, while crack is treated as 100. So you can get 1 year for the same amount of cocaine that can give you 100 years if it was in a crack form, right? And at the time, who was known or who did you see using crack? It was black. So you could get caught with just a little bit of crack and you'll be in jail for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 years. Whereas you could get caught with a whole lot of cocaine and you may get some type of treatment. But this is how the system works. So when Trump says DEI is discriminatory against a certain class of people, it is clear which class of people he feels like this is discriminatory against. But what people do is make excuses for a already bad decision that they've made. And they say, well, he didn't mean it like that. What did he mean it like? Well, what he meant was, what he meant was pretty clear. He feels like the system is unfair to a class of people that the system was built to benefit. But we're supposed to feel like, oh my God, we don't want to take anything from the system that has already taken so much from us. This system has caused us so much damage that we have spent the last 100 years trying to repair this damage. All you see is the results. You see black on black crime. You see us in poor neighborhoods and different things like that. This is exactly what the system was designed to do. So when you get a law or some type of preferential treatment, which is DEI, that says, hey, we want to help you, they make you feel bad about it. They make you feel bad about it while you're being discriminated against everywhere else. These DEI hires or DEI school, it make you feel bad. I received a scholarship for being a felon. It wasn't necessarily for felons. The scholarship was called a Warrior Strong Scholarship, which was given to people who have shown that they can persevere through different things in life. And I showed that through my multiple incarcerations from juvenile to state prison to federal prison. And I was given a scholarship that I earned, and I graduated with a 3.89, whatever grade point average, because I had the smarts to do something, but I had to fight against a system. Trump is trying to tell you that this system is broken because it's trying to give you some form of relief. But he feels like a class of people who have built the system to favor them should get some form of reparations. And you're going to tell me that this is okay. You're going to tell me that this is all right because they have brainwashed you guys to believe that we should not expect anything from a system that was built to tear us down. And when we finally get something, they want us to feel bad about it. But it takes some thinking for you to really put this type of thing together because the media and everybody else got you feeling like something is wrong with them finally trying to help you the right way. The right way. They're trying to help you the right way. A lot of things that they gave us were not to help us. The projects were not to help us. The projects were built to stick us in one area so we can tear each other heads off and the strong will make it out of there, which usually happens if it's not too late. If they're not dead or in prison, most people who can get out of the projects find themselves relatively successful because they have fought some different types of fights. And it's nothing wrong with a system that has notoriously been broken and set up against us to say, we're sorry. Here is something to help you be great. It's nothing wrong with that. Y'all get that out of y'all head that is something wrong with DEI. It's nothing wrong with DEI. But they will have you believe that something is wrong with DEI because they always want us to feel bad about any type of progress. And they want us to look at each other sideways because we've made progress. They want us to look at people that have made it to a certain level and say, oh, you only got there because the white people helped you get there. That's what they want us to do. They want us to feel like they couldn't have gotten there without them. They want us to feel like Kamala Harris couldn't have gotten to her position without doing something nasty to get there. Right? Because it makes you feel like you're not worthy enough to be there. This is what's truly coming out in this election is that black people are feeling like we are not worthy enough to be in the same position or to be in the same meetings or to be in the same office as some of these white people who are less far less than us. They are far less experienced. They are far less educated. They are far less qualified than we are, but they don't want us to feel like that. It's all mental, but we are not talking to each other and having the right conversations. We are stuck in conversations of men should pay all the bills, 50-50 this. That's crazy to me. We're spending so much time on this type of conversation when it's bigger things for us to worry about. Our families are torn apart because that's what they wanted. They wanted our men killing each other. They wanted our men in prison. They wanted our men uneducated. They wanted our men to be like ladies and run around and do all of this extra stuff and for us to think it's okay. Because if they're promoting all of this homosexual stuff, then we are not procreating and we are missing the point. We are supposed to be with women and we're supposed to be great and we're supposed to have our kids raised in a dual parent household, right? What's wrong with being in a two family household? The system is not a substitute for a father, but they don't want us to understand that. They don't want us to believe we can be great. They don't want us to feel like that. They don't want us to see an Obama or somebody like that and say, hey, I can be great. They want us to feel like they gave it to him. He didn't deserve it. What made Trump more deserving than an Obama? After all of the propaganda and the BS, what makes him more deserving? What gives him the right to say that that man didn't belong in that position? We have to start to think this out. We got to think better than this. DEI and whatever, they didn't try to do all this stuff the last few months that got y'all believing that it's okay. It's crazy that y'all feel like certain people deserve reparations while we've been beat on, while we've been kidnapped, while our women been raped. All of this stuff has went on against us and y'all don't feel like we deserve anything. It's mental. They have gotten you if you don't understand this. I'm not going to be in here all day. I said I was going to limit this to 20 minutes, y'all. I may come back a little later, but I'm telling y'all, it's time to wake up and I'm going to make sure we get there, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day if I don't get back on here.